Mia White and Grace Mercer here with My Point Exactly. Topic on the floor today is in regards to Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the whole back and forth banter in the national championship. We want to talk about if this situation is being gaslit by the culture or not. Is this situation being gaslit, Grace?
I think so. I think everybody's dragging it past the point of necessary. But if we're going to have this conversation, it's time for everybody to get real uncomfortable and address whether or not it's an issue of sexism, because they're not used to seeing women be emotional. Everybody wants us to be ladylike as we celebrate on the court. Is an issue of racism, because it's feeling a whole lot like when Rutgers won the national championship and Don Imus called everybody on the team nappy-headed hoes. That's kind of the vibe that's coming across from a lot of these people being critical of Angel Reese. Beyond the fact of them thinking that maybe she celebrated a bit too much. But if Caitlin Clark is bringing that same energy every time she steps on the court, I think it's highly unfair to all of a sudden label Angel Reese a thug, a hoodlum, because she wants to be emotional, enjoy her victory. That's my opinion.
I think you're absolutely right, Grace. This is a situation of sexism for one, because men talk back and forth on the court, off the court, all day long, and nobody has a word to say about it. It's in fact in favor of that. People really cheer that type of thing on. And so, but when it comes to women, we're supposed to remain quiet, remain, ladylike. It's a thing of sportsmanship, and I think you can still have sportsmanship and still get some trash talk off. At the same time, Caitlin Clark honestly felt that the situation was being gaslit herself. And so I feel like the culture or everybody with a negative opinion about it can take the time to really assess everything for what it is.
Absolutely, and I think it's a perfect opportunity for everybody to look in the mirror and say, why do I feel the way that I feel about this situation? Why is it making me uncomfortable? Because I think a lot of people need to look, and it's a self-reflection moment. Is it really about Angel Reese at the end of the day? I don't think it is. And at the end of the day, it's also bringing a lot of attention to women's basketball, which I think is important. So it's not all negative, but they're dragging it for sure.
Yeah, I think our publicity is good publicity, as they say. But in this situation, it's definitely being blown way out of proportion. And I think this is what the WNBA needs. This is what women's college sports needs. It's some camaraderie in a sense, some competition in a sense. And I think, if people would slow down again and assess the situation for what it is, they'll be fine with it.
Absolutely. And like you mentioned, the players, there's no lack of respect between the players in this moment. And a lot of people are downplaying that, the fact that they've acknowledged they respect each other. There's no beef. So what are we talking about at the end of the day?
I think, the only thing of disrespect was Angel Reese feeling that Caitlin was being disrespectful in her first time doing it. But other than that, Angel did her thing at the end of the game. You know what I mean? And people tried to make it a sense of, oh, she followed her and did it. No, she didn't. She was walking away off the court. They happened to cross paths, and that's just what that was.
I think it was, honestly, at the end, I was in the building for the game, and I didn't know anything happened until I got home and looked at my phone, and all of a sudden everybody's talking about Angel Reese doing what she did. I think that the media and everybody else is blowing this out of water more than anything.
This has been another segment of My Point Exactly. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button and that subscribe button. This is Spot On Sports, where we're not just accurate, but we are spot on.